welcome your face back to another Just Cause 4 video. Today is a very interesting day because it is an interesting video. Just like that. Grab your damn popcorn. So jumping straight into a few topics I'm going to be talking about. So I was scrolling through the comment sections of the last video where we were talking about multiplayer, etc. Then I went back to another video and found a really cool idea that one of you rebels left in the comment sections of that video, and a lot of you guys seem to have vouched for this idea as well, and that is about having the ability to control the weather. And then on top of that, I want to be talking about airfields and airports in the game, and then lastly vehicle dynamics, or just more or less, you know, handling on vehicles. I just said dynamics to sound a little bit smart. So diving straight into the idea I said about controlling weather, so it does come from a guy, or should I say a rebel, called Zertical, and he does say imagine after completing the campaign you get to control the weather. Now we know in Just Cause 4, at least from what we have seen anyway, that the weather in the game is going to take a huge role on your gameplay experience. Now we know 4 biomes as well. We've only seen gameplay of 1 biome, but we know weather conditions and, you know, well, I should probably say tornadoes, alright, because that's the biggest, you know, thing that stands out and is still being essentially left on a cliffhanger, because in every single gameplay video we have seen, they end it by then seeing the tornado. We've seen it in the trailer, that it dries up to the tornado, etc. How this tornado actually happens, we just don't know that. It's going to be part of the story. But just like in Just Cause 3, you know, when you had the Eden Spark gun, the lightning gun as well, I like to call it, literally, because that's more or less what it was. Having that after you complete a game to just go around causing tornadoes wherever you go is going to be absolutely insane if that's going to be the case. Or it might just be something that you get throughout the game. Like, you know how we had in Just Cause 3 the balloon gun? Give me a tornado gun. That's all I'm asking for. I really do like the idea of this. A lot of people have been saying, well, SuperRebel, you do realize that this game is Just Cause 3, just basically smoothened out, different location and new vehicles. That's more or less what Just Cause 4 is. I disagree with you guys. I disagree 100% because everything is different. I guess like this game's story technically isn't really relevant. It's how much shit you can do in the game. That's what this game stands out to most people anyway. That's what I think. I don't know statistically, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's working. We know the game's about chaos. We've got so much new ways to cause absolute destruction, so I can definitely see this being a thing. And it's a nice little reward, especially after you finish the game, because we know you're trying to be the hero again, basically, and you're trying to like free up this area, but I would still like to be a dick and have a tornado gun and just bring it back every single damn day when I'm playing the game. Look in the comment section below and let me know what you rebels think of that. Now, going on to the second thing and merge them together. So, vehicle controls and airports and airfields, whatever you really want to call them at this stage. Now, in Just Cause 2, and I'm gonna mention Just Cause 2 because it seems like Square Enix really went back to the world of Just Cause 2 with Just Cause 4, in terms of like visuals for biomes, etc. And if you have played Just Cause 2, there is an international airport. So I think it was Panau International Airport, and that was really cool because there was no one actually boarding a plane, and every pilot happened to be, you know, someone in the military, but I guess it worked, right? It kind of worked out. So I have a feeling this is something we're going to see again in Just Cause 4, but I think it'd be a bit nicer because we've seen gameplay of literally planes on the airfield. We've seen the passenger jets. That wasn't in Just Cause 3. We only had the cargo plane being the biggest plane, and other than that, it simply was like small little repeller planes or your fighter jets. So having passenger planes is going to be super cool. I would like to see passengers actually boarding a plane though, or maybe like, I don't know, you can chuck loads of people out of a plane. At this stage I'm sounding really cruel, but you get what I mean. I'm trying to think of the creativity, alright? I want to be able to steal someone's damn plane on a runway just as they're about to take off, or better yet, in midair, and I have a very strong feeling that's going to be something that we are going to see. Now, vehicle controls in the game, oh boy, this is one thing that I have to tell the truth about. Honestly, oh god, where do we start with this? So, we know that in Just Cause 3, they were going with the arcade feel. The driving in the game is just as relevant as, I don't know, man, like some random like North Korean, you know, who works for Kim Jong-un. You know, that's the irrelevancy of driving in Just Cause 4. I feel that was a good freaking comparison, man. bravo me! They did say with Just Cause 3, and we definitely experienced with Just Cause 3, is an arcade feel. You know, you're not meant to have that realism feel when you're driving a car and whatnot. And it did get very annoying because vehicles felt like they were very stiff in the game. There wasn't really much movement to them. If you stopped and reversed, you literally felt like your vehicle was just one big old brick, which kind of sucked. Now, with Just Cause 4, and I've not played this game, so you know, I can't really say a whole lot more, but in terms of what we have seen, I feel like they might be going back to the arcade style of driving, because when we've seen in gameplay videos like when vehicles just stop, how it kind of looks very abrupt, if that makes sense. Like, it just looks really rough and it kind of shakes and just stops. It looks like they have literally got the same driving style as they did in Just Cause 3. Being completely honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of that, and I don't think it should be in the game. They've made everything else look smoother, like the way Rika's running around, the world look a lot smoother, but they really should make the driving a lot smoother. Just simply because all vehicles in all Just Cause games have felt super heavy, and at that stage, it's like you can't tell the difference between a freaking passenger bus or a truck or a freaking digger, or you know, compare that to a sports car. You really couldn't tell the difference. So I want you guys to get your comments and your thoughts and let me know, you know, because some people feel 50-50 about it, some people just literally do not care, and some people are like, yep, they definitely need to improve this stuff. But you guys get in the comment section below and let me know. So that's gonna wrap up the video here. I really did like that idea about a tornado gun, which is why I of course went to share that with you guys. But if you have more ideas on things that you would like to see in Just Cause 4, or things that you have seen that you feel should probably change, then let me know in the comment section below. But on that note, I will see you in the next video. Until then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day. Don't forget to check out the playlist for Just Cause 4. We got a whole bunch of videos in that playlist from like all the way from the beginning when we first heard about this game. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out, subscribe for more awesome content. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.